It was all those fake rumors. Oh yeah, and that set people up. But hey, at least I can't say on other people's platform, but this is why I say giving a check mark to everybody has been bad because people tweet. Like, let me give you an example before we get into these other articles. Let me give you an example. Although he didn't have a check mark, I do feel like people have become much more is ambitious the word? Like they don't what's a word for like they don't give a fuck? People have been more on this bullshit, I've noticed, since the check marks went to everybody. Where is it at? Fuck. It was oh, there it is. Oh, he does have a check mark. I stand corrected. Okay, he did have a check mark. I'm sorry. Reckless. Yeah, reckless. I feel like people, ever since everybody can buy a check mark, motherfuckers have just been spreading misinformation. So yeah, this dude tweeted the other day, leaked PS5 Pro. Now, as somebody who works with AI, I was quickly, I mean, you don't even have to work with AI. Come on, bro. What the fuck is this right here? The S, the 5 is all off. This is off. This shit say Goni. It don't even say Sony. It says Goni. Just random scribble. This shit don't look real. But it was going, let me see. How many retweets did it have? It has 20,000 retweets. Now, there's an article I read, and this is the type of stuff that makes me believe it's true. There's an article I read that like 90% of people can't tell the difference between what's real and what's AI. There are some examples, I'll give it to you, but like this one, it makes me wonder like how many, 20,000 people like this, 2,000 people retweeted this. They retweeted the Goni S5. This shit is scary. And like we're going into an election season, bro, and people can't tell the difference. What the entire fuck? Fucking somebody tried to take a shot at me too in the comments. Let me see if I can find that shit. Was it this muted account? No. But we got PS5 at the house. Somebody said, don't you? Oh, there we go. Shout out to Gen V. Gen V was trying to. We found the artist, guys. We found the artist in the comment section because they always lead with their emotions. He said, don't you use AI for your thumbnails? I do. What point were you trying to make? It's not misleading when I use AI on my thumbnails. Also, most of the AI that I use on my thumbnails are pictures of myself. The point I was trying to make is, and I think he misinterpreted it, is I was trying to say this shit is fake as fuck. Don't fall for that. That's what I was saying when I was clowning it. But he took it as, oh, AI is evil. Get your bitch ass on, bro. What are you talking about? Welcome to the grand scheme of the Alani. Like, what was his? I don't know. Also, you're not trying to sell a product. Like, get the fuck on, man. I'm telling y'all artists, man, y'all got to stop leading with y'all emotions. I don't know what that shit is. But yeah, that's the Goni PS5 Pro. I hate that everybody. What was the reason what is the reason I even brought this up? Maliciousness, like just everybody's becoming real reckless. There's so much misinformation being spread. Oh, and I was saying that's why I always say, unless I see it from a definitive source, I always say it on my stream. Like, hey, take this shit with a grain of salt. Sometimes I just bring shit up for shits and giggles because it's a good headline for a YouTube video. I'm not gonna lie, but I always make sure that people understand this is not confirmed info. Take it with a grain of salt. People be tweeting shit like, I don't give a fuck. Take-Two discusses decision not to announce Grand Theft Auto 6 for the PC. During an interview at TD Cohen's conference this week, Take-Two CEO was asked whether the lack of PC announcement was set in stone or if the game could be confirmed for the platform at a later date. Yeah, there's usually no link to the article too. That's crazy. Well, the lack of an announcement is not something that can be set in stone as near as I could tell. But the only thing that happened after the lack of an announcement is an announcement, I suppose, or continuing a lack of announcement. I guess that could happen too. It doesn't seem to me that either will be set in stone, he said. But Rockstar has to approach the platforms, which we've seen before, and they will make more announcements in due time. I do believe this is the right strategy for our business. To where the consumer is, and historically what this company has done is to address its consumers anywhere they are or any platform that makes sense over time. I feel like it makes more sense to release it on PC before console. Between the roleplay community and like the custom servers and like the tools to like make machinimas and shit like that, the mods, I feel like most people these days play Grand Theft Auto on PC. I don't know anybody who plays it on console, and that does not mean, for the people in the YouTube comments, that does not mean nobody plays Grand Theft Auto on console. I said, listen to what I said. I said, I don't know anybody personally who plays it on console. That's all. It's just it's weird because it became popular on console, but I feel like Grand Theft Auto in a pseudo way has become a PC game. Weird statement though. Basically say you'll get it when you get it. Our strategy is we want to make as much money as possible. Yeah, people like the mods and shit like that. It's the best way to play the game. So I feel like that's where a lot of people are. Let's see. Oh, that's we'll save that for a second. Insider outlines Sega's plans for the new slate of games. If you remember, like a couple months ago at the Game Awards, there was a bunch of new Sega remasters coming out, including Golden Axe, Jet Set Radio, Crazy Taxi, Shinobi, and Streets of Rage. In a lengthy Twitter thread, Midori said, which is a leaker, I've seen his name before. Yeah, they're trying to milk GTA. They said that a number of games have been pushed to a fiscal year 2028, including games as service titles based on Jet Set Radio and Crazy Taxi. What? Let me make sure I'm reading this correctly. Leaker Midori has said on Twitter that a number of games from Sega have been pushed back to the fiscal year 2028. First of all, what the fuck? Second, including games as a service titles based on Jet Set Radio and Crazy Taxi. Not only do we gotta wait till 2028, but now, keep in mind, none of this is confirmed, but rumors are claiming, and I've seen his name before, he's pretty reputable. Rumors are claiming Jet Set Radio and Crazy Taxi will be live service games or games as a service. Internally, both the Jet Set Radio and Crazy Taxi plans have already been previously delayed 2 different times, including the original reveal dates for the project, he said. The previous plan before this month was to release Jet Set Radio Remake and Reboot in 2026 and Crazy Taxi in 2027. To continue, the remake titles were supposed to release a short while before the reboots for fans of the original titles who did not want to play the games as service reboots that are currently in development. Speaking of the remakes, she says that the Crazy Taxi and Jet Set Radio remakes were very similar to the originals. So basically they're going to re-release the original games. Like it should have the essence, the core, and what made the original games great. But if you're going to do a remake, also add something new. So they're going to remake the original games with better graphics and nickel and dime you. You want to drive a purple taxi? $5. You want to drive a pink taxi? $20. You want blue skates on your skater? $50. They will have some feature improvements and additions, however, including multiplayer for Crazy Taxi, day one cosmetic DLC. Jokes write themselves. Day one cosmetic DLC. How the fuck do you... It's day one cosmetics. You mean shit you left out the game to charge us for? If it's done, it should be in the fucking game. Yeah, I don't know about this, chat. In addition to the 2 games, Midori says the Golden Axe was originally planned to release in 2023. Oh, speak of the devil. There's the video right there. My Marvel video. Obviously, plans changed eternally with the game not officially revealed. And now, Sega of America is more involved with the development and marketing. Keep in mind, this is not confirmed. These are rumors. These are rumors, but take it with a grain of salt, man. Take it with a grain of salt. None of it's confirmed. Why are they making it? I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, let's shake off the negative news with some positive news. For those of you unaware, Midnight Suns, Marvel's Midnight Suns, supposedly is the next big game that's going to be free on the Epic Game Store. According to D-Labs, always reliable, who notes the game will be available for download for free next week, Thursday, June 6th to the 13th. You have been made aware. I don't have any hot takes. I'm going to drop the article for you. If you're looking for a free AAA game, sort of like Baldur's Gate or XCOM, Marvel's Midnight Suns, I've heard good things about it. It's rumored to be free. Mark your calendars. Shout out to the Epic Game Store. Don't act like I ain't put you on. What else I got for y'all? Spyro remake devs are officially partnering with Xbox for their next game. Teaser already has fans convinced it's a new Spyro game. New Spyro, anybody? Anybody? The rumored partnership between Xbox and Toys for Bob is now official, and fans of Spyro have already been latching onto the tiniest clues in hopes that a new entry in the beloved platformer series is on the way. We're excited to announce that we're partnering with Xbox to publish our next game, Toys for Bob said in a tweet. We're still very early in development, so you might not hear from us from a bit. But know that we are working hard on an experience we're so inspired about. Can't wait to share more. The image accompanying the announcement is purple like Spyro. Series fans have been quick to connect the dots. The background is purple, Spyro confirmed. Let me see, what's the image? What the fuck are these damn tweets? Spyro being an Xbox thing is weird. I mean, Spyro hasn't been under PlayStation in a while. Keep in mind, I remember I played like a Sony, not a Sony, but a A Game Boy game, a Spyro Game Boy game. Where the fuck is the damn tweet at? What's cool about Spyro? It was the character is really good. The world, the whimsical world. Shout out to the 800 people in here. If you new, hit the follow button. The action, the platforming. It was just a really fun platformer. Really tight, crisp platforming. His abilities. I'm not gonna lie, some of my favorite things about Spyro was when you saved some of the dragons, like the witty lines, like the writing was funny. The game was funny. Just a game with a lot of character. A lot of games that a lot of games lack these days. Yeah, it's just a fun overall platformer game. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like it's like super innovative. If you like Mario, Jack and Daxter, Crash Bandicoot, you'll like Spyro. I'll say that much. It's a better platformer than Crash. Oh yeah, Spyro's always been better. Spyro's always been better. So keep your eye on that. Doesn't mean that it's gonna be Spyro, but people think it's gonna be them. Just a goofy, fun game. Something that we've lost. That's why I like that Astro game. Ethos was right. Too many games are fucking serious nowadays, man. This is a grizzled war veteran game number 55. Survive the zombie apocalypse number 63 remastered. Like some games can just be fun and silly. Exactly. Yeah, like Sly Cooper. Speaking of Sly Cooper, did y'all see that meme I posted? That shit was funny. Hold up. Yeah, like bring Sly Cooper back. Let me see. Where is it at? Is it right here? No. Oh, there you go. Somebody edited a real raccoon with like the Sly Cooper sound effects and shit.
Remember, Sly, hold down the circle button near the blue stealth auras to perform super sneaky thief moves.
Super sneaky thief moves.
Job so far, Sly. Just jump and hit the circle button. Sly!
Now, if you played the games, that's like accurate. This is a top tier meme. I'm not gonna lie. This is a fucking top tier meme. That is accurate to the game. I don't know where they found that raccoon footage. Sly! That's really what it was too. When you would sneak around on the blue joints and shit. That shit is great. This is another game like Sly Cooper's another game like Spyro. Like what makes Sly Cooper so great? In my opinion, what made Sly Cooper great was the personality. It was another platformer, although they did do stealth. That was different with platformers. But it was another platformer with super charming characters and a fun story. Like it doesn't have to be that deep. Sly Cooper pulling up, stealing shit, fighting niggas, and fucking bad bitches named Carmelita Fox. That shit was great. The thieviest raccoonist. Just great characters, imaginative. Let me see. Embracer Group. You got some Embracer Group news? I got you. Let me say that one. PlayStation will have announcements at the Summer Game Fest, it's claimed. I would hope so. Midori's back. I told you I've seen this name before. Reputable leaker. Still take it with a grain of salt, but this person's usually more reputable. Known for their scoops on Sega and Nintendo, recently tweeted about PlayStation attending the Summer's Game Fest. The post informed players that more information regarding Metaphor, ReFantazo, and Sonic X Shadow Generation. Yeah, what happened to that? Will be relayed during the Summer Game Fest. Adding to this, Midori stated that we can expect announcements on more titles from Sony's internal studios, basically their first-party studios. Spider-Man 2 DLC Copium. Where is the DLC? I don't really have nothing in there. Hunter x Hunter, Nin Impact. Anybody? New trailers. Anybody?
やっぱり金だよ。世の中金。
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this game's a little yarn for me, but I know some people like it. Trailer's ashy. There we go. Is anybody excited for it? I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Full Sail Japan, yo, chill. Is that Ace Attorney? No, that's not Ace Attorney. I'm trying to remember his name from the show. I think his name was Leodio. That was his name, right? Leodio with the damn glasses. Leodio. His name always cracked me up. And then this is the dude I always talk about. This is the Chupacabra. They got the Chupacabra's been confirmed in Nin Impact. Hey, yo, chill. The disrespect is crazy. This nigga said, is this a PSP game? Can it at least get a Vita? Like, damn.
Emperor time.
They got bootleg Vegeta.
逃がしはしない。寝てろ。仕方ない。
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like the more I see this game, the less I'm not watching the rest of this shit. I'm not gonna lie. This shit look ashy, chat. This doesn't look good to me. If you're excited about it, more power to you. But oh,
この調子なら
I'm good. What are your top 3 games from this list? What is this? You can only fit 3 games in your pocket. Which are you taking? All right, Sonic. Which 3 would I take? Sonic Adventure 2 is a must. That's 1. Sonic Adventure 2. I can only take 3, which means there has to be replayability, right? It's a toss up between Sonic 2 and Sonic Generations. I did like Generations a lot. Sonic 06, fuck y'all. We're having a serious conversation here. What has more replayability? I'm gonna give the edge to Sonic the Hedgehog 2, because as much as I do like Sonic Generations, I've played this game, I've beaten this game several times. So I'd say it has more replayability. I do like Sonic 2. Now for number 3, I'm gonna make a controversial pick here. Sonic Battle. Now this is a criminally underrated Sonic game. And let me tell you why, if I can only pick 3. The issue with picking Sonic Adventure 2 and Sonic 2 is these games are identical. The only difference is this was the 3D version of this game. Minus, maybe like the treasure hunts, but I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like the treasure hunt sections in Sonic Adventure. But they're identical. This is derived from this blueprint. This game is different. And if I can only have 3 games and I'm stuck on an island, I want to play something that's a little bit different. So then I can get, 2 action platformers and a fighting game. So I would go with Sonic Battles. I genuinely like this game on the Game Boy. Criminally underrated Sonic game. Not like any other ones. Battle is so unique for real. Yeah, it was basically like Sonic Smash Bros. Basically, it was pretty good. Minus the story, they got completely different stories too. Yeah, but I'm talking about from like a gameplay standpoint, they are identical. This is the 3D version of this. This set the foundation to create this. This has classic music. That's why I probably would bring it too. Sonic Unleashed. Yo, get off this. Stop talking, yo. No, we're not playing Sonic Unleashed. We're not playing Sonic Forces. We're not playing Sonic Lost Worlds. People get mad because I clown Sonic fans. Y'all niggas games suck. They suck, okay? I don't want to play this. Sonic Schoolhouse? No, nigga. Sonic the Fighters was not good. That damn arcade game. Shadow the Hedgehog is one of the worst things to ever exist in mankind history. Fucking Sonic 06 goes in the Hall of Fame ass. Secret Rings. Isn't this the one where he was fucking that princess? That shit is weird. Or was it the Black Knight? It's one of these, probably both of them, fucking the princess. And this was a dark age right here. This was a 3-peat of basura. I don't care what you niggas say. Sonic Unleashed sucks. You niggas, when this game came out, I was an adult. You niggas like this game because you were in elementary school. Go play it now. It sucks. I don't know shit about Sonic Colors, but I heard y'all like that. I'll give y'all that one. Sonic Generations was cool. This shit is ass. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like this game. I liked the music, but I didn't like the level layout in this game. But I'll give y'all this one. I know most people like Sonic Mania, so I'll give y'all that one. Sonic Frontiers, I didn't like that shit. Sonic Superstars, nobody even played it. Remember, it sold 4,000 copies. And that's another thing. Let's talk about that. Sonic fans, you niggas is frauds. Y'all be on DeviantArt drawing fucking furry porn, but y'all don't even buy Sonic games. Sonic's so fashion, so cool. Apparently Superstars wasn't that damn cool because you didn't buy it. Shout out to Boxhead. This game lets you create your own character. You niggas still didn't buy it. Get to make my own Sonic character. Shit sucks, nigga. Get that shit the fuck out of here. Like half of these games are horrible. Not bad, not mediocre, not subpar. They're horrible. They're bigger frauds than PlayStation niggas. Bigger frauds. Y'all think I'm playing too. Hold up. This the last game was Sonic Superstars that came out. Sonic Superstars, 4,000 sales. I know I talked about that shit on stream. Look at this shit. This shit sold 4,000 copies. You niggas don't play games either. Niggas be beating your meat to fucking Amy porn and shit. Fucking Amy's so cool with that hammer. I wish she would hit the top of my cock with her hammer. Like, dude, grow up and buy a game. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Where Ace said his tattoo's glowing. That's where he's at. Hell nah. Hell fuck nah. We get off that. Embracer. Embracer boss moles increasing the price of video games beyond $70. What the fuck does moles mean? We learning new words. Think about. So he's thinking about. Niggas just want to be different. So Embracer boss is thinking about increasing the price of video games beyond $70. The controversial Embracer group has discussed the topic of increasing games beyond $70 amid rising development costs and a brutally competitive market. Lars Wingforce, who has laid off thousands of staff and shut multiple studios down and sold, yo, this nigga's a super villain and they're making sure to paint that image, told GI Biz that pushing the price of video games higher is something Embracer has discussed and that doing so would mean more video games would be released. I'm not saying you can increase the price, but the reality is no one has tried it. I'm not saying you can't be fucked in the ass. I'm just saying nobody's tried it. What are you talking about, bro? This thing is a villain, dude. If you create an enormous role-playing game, for example, with 100 or 150 hours of gameplay, very polished and a unique experience, would the consumer be willing to pay more? No. No, because most of these 100-hour games, like Elden Ring is the very rare example where that was a 100-hour game where I felt like it was 100 hours of uniqueness. Most of these 100-hour games are really 10 to 30 hour games padded by 60 to 80, 90 hours of just random bullshit ass side quests that are not interesting. Not the good side quests, the kind in Ghost of Tsushima where you kind of resonate with the side characters and it makes it feel like it's a part of the main story. Not those. We're talking about Ubisoft shit. Collect this. Go kill 10 wolves. No, nigga, no. No, thank you. Fucking escort this motherfucker. Climb the tower. So no, motherfuckers is not gonna pay for that shit, especially if the reviews dunk on it. It's something we're discussing, but we are currently sticking to the practice of the industry. This nigga said, we've talked about it, but we're currently sticking to the practice of the industry because basic translation, we're looking around. We're just gonna release this quote, see what everybody else thinks. Hey guys, if you raise the price, we'll raise the price, but basically, we don't want to look like the villain. We don't want to look like the villain. Oh, Baldur's Gate 3. I take that back. Baldur's Gate 3 was another great example, yeah, of a 100+ hour game where it was just nothing but content. AAA video game industry collectively raised the... Yeah, they're just giving bullshit ass info. No, nigga, no. I feel like they would only be able to get away with a price raise if gaming was in a good state. If gaming was in a great state where like 80... Because I feel like realistically 90 is a high. If 80% of modern AAA games released with no bugs, no glitches, innovative story, innovative gameplay, co-op, tons of content, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever you can think of that makes a great game. If 80% of modern AAA games launched with that and they didn't nickel and dime the people, they'd be able to get away with it. Because I'm a true capitalist. I believe you can get away with the price of anything if you can execute on it. Meaning you have to communicate to the customer the value of something. The problem is there's no value there. And also, let's get something straight. I don't want this to happen either. I don't want this to happen. Because how many times have y'all been on TikTok or IG Reels and you seen somebody say, this is the best restaurant in Milwaukee, Wisconsin? You know? I don't know why I did a Canadian accent. They've got the juiciest burgers. Turns out those burgers are they're $5 more than that market average. Let's say the average burger in Milwaukee is, I don't know, $5. Those burgers from that video are 10. But because that video went viral, you might go. Proving my point. Because word of mouth matters. If it comes from a reputable person, word of mouth matters. So they could get away with it, but the problem is gaming is not in a good enough space where they could do that. And also, I don't want to see a price increase anyway. I'm always going to advocate for the customer. We trying to save money over here. Fuck out of here. Imagine a world where NBA 2K costs $200, plus you got to buy $200 of VC just to get your player to 99. No, thank you. No, thank you. YouTube is doing what? YouTube is hunting for recent game leakers, a rumor. YouTube is allegedly investigating multiple game leaks that have transpired over the last few months to determine if employees are to blame. The recent leaks ahead of the PlayStation State of Play may be the latest of them. Leaks can be devastating, obviously, depending on the severity of the leak. I feel like that's another thing a lot of people don't take into consideration. Like, people get mad at something like the State of the Play because what was in the State of the Play had already leaked. What you fail to realize is you might have got excited about it if these leakers didn't ruin everything. Because keep in mind, a leak is not an announcement. Everything from the titles to the entire games that yeah, we know. They may be giving YouTube workers with access to the back end, early access to titles, existence, material, and more, according to Insider Games' Tom Henderson. Henderson has stated that from what we can gather, YouTube has looked into 2 separate incidents which employees have broken their contractual agreements by accessing the system's backend and presuming accessing private uploads and materials tied to upcoming game announcements. Translation, YouTube, because I mean, if you upload something, they can get your IP address. They can find you, nigga. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you make a new YouTube account and publish it there instead of your main one. You have an IP address. This is, I mean, I don't care because like I believe in letting developers show their work when they're ready. I mean, look at Wolverine, right? What happened to Wolverine and Insomniac is so fucking unfair. People were judging the fuck out that gameplay. These animations look janky. Why is he walking like that? Dude, the game's not done. And you're judging it like it's fine, because you got to keep in mind one thing, like if you remove your feelings out of it, if you enjoy leaks, one thing you have to keep in mind why leaks are bad for like game developers is never underestimate how stupid people are and the lack of critical thinking. And Wolverine's a perfect example. The game leaked 2 years early or whatever, and people are judging it like it's a final game. This is why they protect things until they're ready to show it. It looked good. Am I tripping? I like what I saw because I was judging it from I see what they were trying to do. But that's the issue. You and I are probably judging it from the standpoint of I see what they're trying to do with Wolverine. They just got to clean it up. A lot of people just watch that gameplay. This shit look ass, thinking that's what it's going to be. And that's why you can't let leaks happen, because keep in mind, most of the world's population is fucking stupid. To be intelligent is a gift and a curse, because you understand the world for what it is. But yeah, there's still TikTok leak. I watched the video today about Wolverine leaks, and dude posted all the footage in the YouTube video. I'm like, yo, you better get a copyright strike. But going back to this leak stuff, this kind of goes back to a conversation I said about a month ago, I think. There was an article that came out. There's a new piece of technology that developers can opt into that basically puts an invisible watermark on your gameplay. And they're going around pitching it to companies. So basically what I'm trying to say is y'all better stop leaking shit. Because there's going to become a point probably in like the next 5 years where if you want to, you have to sign an NDA to get into an alpha anyway, usually. But if there's an alpha or a beta for a new multiplayer game and you want to try it out and then you record it with your computer and you post it to Twitter on an account, they'll be able to track you because there's an invisible watermark. And that's why I brought that shit up. Like, yo, you better protect yourself. Next thing you know, your goddamn computer blowing up. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. They still gonna do it. Yeah, because clout is a hell of a drug. Doggy. Beep, 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 beep. This is tech kind of Hollywood news, movie shit. This one was interesting. I thought I'd just bring it up. Hollywood Nightmare? A new streaming service lets viewers create their own shows using AI. AI is coming for streaming with the release of a platform dedicated to AI content that allows users to create episodes with a prompt of just a couple of words. Fable Studio, an Emmy-winning San Francisco startup, on Thursday announced Showrunner, a platform the company says can write, voice, and animate episodes of shows it carries. Under the initial release, users will be able to watch AI-generated series and create their own content, complete with the ability to control dialogue, characters, and shot types, among other controls. AI Tubi is coming. The endeavor marks the tech industry's further encroachment into Hollywood as it eyes the exploitation of AI tools embroiled in controversy over their potential to streamline production and the possibility they were creating using copyrighted materials from creators that could eventually displace. Amid the industry's historical dual strikes last year in which the use of AI emerged, they're just giving history. Let's see. Let's go to the quote. The vision is to be the Netflix of AI, says Chief Executive Edward. Maybe you finish all the episodes of a show you're watching and you click the button to make another episode. You can say what it should be about, or you should let AI make it itself. Now, y'all know I'm pro AI, but that doesn't mean I like everything about AI. And I'm not going to lie, I'm not a fan of this. This is kind of whack. First of all, what makes a show, a movie, or any piece of art, painting, music, any piece of art, what makes it great, shit, even content creation, is the personality, the heart behind it. That's a human thing. You mean to tell me there's a platform where if I watched all the episodes of South Park, I can make an episode, like make me an episode of South Park where Cartman sucks a fart out of his teacher's ass or some shit. That shit would be weird. And then somebody posted that online. That shit would be fucking weird. AI can't create something new. Some chicken. You said, did you see the AI South Park thing? Nah, I didn't see it. I don't know. And then also the issue with this too is who's getting paid for this. And this is why I'm not a fan of this either. That's the real issue. Who's getting paid for this? I would imagine, let's say we take, we can keep using South Park. I would imagine the show's creators would get paid for it because they own the IP. But what about the writers? What about the artists? What about everybody in production of the show? Do they get a cut? That's the problem with this shit. And also it waters down your IP. Why would you want this? If you've created a masterpiece, why would you want somebody shitting on it? Yeah, the voice actors, anybody that's a part of the production, that's the problem. I'm not a fan of this either. I feel like this is a slippery slope. But I am curious to see how a show, how it would actually turn out. Would it actually be good? Because that'd be super problematic. Because then let me ask y'all a question. If it's actually able to produce an episode of your favorite show that's just as good as the actual show, do you give a fuck whether or not it's made by a person? Let me ask the chat that. Do y'all care? Did you see the Sparking Zero trailer? I gotta say, we're gonna get to it. Curiosity is taking over. I need to see if this pops up. You would care? I would care. I would care too. Like, I'm not a fan of this. Dude, you need a hug? The fuck do you want? Sir? Hug? Hug? Hug. People would be able to tell. Yeah, I have a hard time believing that it'll be as good as the real thing. Very handsome. A lot of people want that kiss, okay? You should cherish that shit. Cloud up. You're giving people too much credit for being creative. Motherfuckers want to see LeBron versus Jordan. Motherfuckers want to see LeBron versus Jordan animated. Or like, also, what type of... Here's another reason why this is a slippery slope. What kind of tools will be put in place for safety reasons, right? Who's to say somebody won't make some shit? Like we was talking about Sly Cooper earlier, right? Oh man, I would really love my own Sly Cooper show where Sly Cooper and the turtle and the hippo give Carmelita Fox some back shots. AI, make that. I have so many questions. Then there's a clip on fucking Twitter. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this. I